Well, another darkened log again. Diary of the Griever named John Weaver, which is me, reaching out to the artist in recovery, Mr. Darryl P. It is the 7th of November, 2025, about 12:43 in the morning, West Coast time. You got a bit of a quandary, since you're asking about the same gentleman there, and did you happen to say something about TikTok and some videos are actually being biting the butts to other people? And did I not hear something about somebody trying to do a tariff from one state to another state? Greg Abbott saying something about that. I think I caught that on another. I think corporate media was talking about that one there. It's kind of weird. How does a state do a tariff on another state? Unless, of course, you're coming in that state as a tourist just to see what was going on. So you can automatically charge somebody from another state more money because they're a different political thing or they're not maggot. I don't say MAGA anymore. I call them maggots. They reproduce like the crazy. And it sounds like some people are just being keyboard warriors, and believe me, I've got those here too. They like mouthing off. But in person, are they truly like that? I haven't gone through TikTok. I hadn't seen what the Instagrams are like. I'm not quite sure if I actually want to cross that twisted wonderland area there. But in regards to the gentleman that you keep passing by, suggestion, Darryl. It's too bad you didn't run into a 24/7 convenience store in the area where the gas station would have worked. Or purchasing a bit of breakfast for the person. Well, without disturbing him, just kind of put the stuff in a bag, put it right next to him, and just walk away. Don't leave a note. Just get some breakfast or something for that person. Because they probably would need it. And on a cold day, I don't know, coffee would be perfect, but be up to your discretion. We have the homeless out here in the Antelope Valley. Out here in Roseman, we have it. There's a couple of people that actually camp out at the stores. They use the shelter of the building to protect them from the wind. But sometimes there is wind tunnels during the nighttime if we actually do get any blowing around. And when it comes down for rainstorms, well, that's going to be kind of hard for these guys to protect themselves, but they try to do the best they can. It's up to you what you want to do to help them out. Sometimes food or a bit of blanket would help. Amazon about $25 over. About a couple of days later, you get yourself a wool blanket. There's something to help them. It's up to you. Doesn't matter if nobody else wants to do it or likes to do it or advertises. That's on them, not you. Do what you feel is right, dude. Sometimes I have a hard time talking about it because it's not that I've been in that situation, which I have been. But sometimes it's something we don't advertise. Helping the homeless, yeah. There had been times that I've actually had homeless who are actually trying to take care of their own damn lives and not care about anybody else. I understand that. It's survival. When I was working at one particular job a long time ago, a few decades ago, just started a job 1 or 2 weeks later, I'm coming across homeless people or panhandling. Slip them a couple of bucks and that's about it. And unfortunately, I get targeted. They're still hungry. Make some sandwiches. And sometimes there's only so much you can do. And when you say you can't do it, I had these 2 people disappear. Didn't see them after that ever again. I don't know. But I hope during the time when I actually helped them, it actually helped them. I was also trying to soothe my own conscience about it. But this happened well before I moved out to the Antelope Valley. This happened in the San Fernando Valley. Starting to notice panhandlers are actually homeless people. Or some of them actually are. I noticed there have been a few times that the panhandlers were doing it on a day-by-day basis at certain areas at certain times. And not because they were living in the area, no, because they came around with private transportation. Kindness to strangers sometimes would be profitable. But seeing a guy camped out at a store, yeah, that kicks you in the gut. Especially when you realize that was probably you, in a way. If I'm traveling again and I happen to see the same person in the same area 2 or 3 times a week, at least I'll try to do something to help them out. Hoping that they're not allergic to certain foods. Whatever they can use, I'll give. If I'm in the position to do so, I'll do it. But I also be reminded of how to do it. But also keep this in mind. Your own safety is at risk as well. See, sometimes being homeless on the street, you have to get street smarts and you have to be protective of yourself, but appreciate the kindness of strangers. There's certain strangers out there are not so kind. They want to be a pain in the ass. Or even, it's survival of the fittest on the street. You don't know. Unless you've been out there long enough, you don't know. I had the kindness of strangers helping me and my brother out in a motel room for nearly a month before we got this place. Well before the roaches moved in. I'm forever grateful for those strangers. And also of an organization, Salvation Army. If I can help out, I'll help. I'm hoping maybe it'll be, God to be guiding your pathway at this point, my friend. You take it easy and you be careful, Darryl. That being said.